the assignment that I just passed back to you was your first assignment grade. I'm also putting your math box, which is due on Friday. That's going to be an assignment grade. And then yesterday, the quiz that I gave you on Socrative, the one where we did the population, that is going to be your first quiz grade. Quizzes and assessments are worth 65% of your grade. Assignments, projects, things like that are going to be worth 30, and then you have 10% for your career in life, okay? So again, if your name's up on the board there, make sure that you stop in today for lunch for about 5 minutes so I can get a grade in the book for you. All right, yesterday we worked circle graphs. What were the things that we wanted to get out of the circle graph yesterday? What were the things that we wanted to get out of the circle graph? Addie? Okay, how to read a circle graph. Okay, I think we accomplished that. What else, Michael?
How to create one.
Okay, how to create one. And what do we know? What do we need to know, Michael, in order to create one?
Angles of the percent.
Okay, you need to know the angles. You need to be able to convert between the percents and the angles, right? What else did we need to know? Probably the most important thing that we forget about a lot. What should be like the first thing when you're looking at a list of data? And yesterday we did that little experiment with what's your class you're enjoying the most so far. What was the most important thing to have?
Your data. Right?
Data is most important, yeah. But there's something more important than that. Drew. You don't need a protractor. That's when you're putting the information in. Addie?
Like the numbers that you're converting into percents. Like.
The total. Okay, you got to need to know what to divide into. Okay? Switching gears then. Today on histograms. Okay, what were we finding on histograms? What was the, I guess what were we looking for there?
How they are different in circle graphs.
Okay, how are they similar or different than circle graphs?
Circle graphs are more of a in a circle, I guess. And histograms are kind of a bar graph, but they're connected and they're in ranges.
Okay, they're in ranges. Okay, so in some ways they're the same because they're collecting data, but in a lot of ways they're different. Okay, because we could find a direct percent for circle graphs, couldn't we? Histograms, we can't. All right, what happens if your data is a little messed up? Okay, let's say, for example, somebody in your group has a different set of data than, and you should be looking at the same numbers, but what if somebody is off? Is that going to throw off your graph?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, what can you not do when you're finding histograms? What can you not do?
Find like the exact numbers for each age or something.
Exact numbers. You can't find exact numbers because that's not what it's showing you. Okay? So if you had a range of 0 to 10, you would not know how many times 4 was chosen. You would just know that in the range of 0 to 10 there was 20 numbers. Okay? But you couldn't go through. Okay? So then why would you want to use a histogram? What would you use it for in the real world? Why would you want to use a histogram? It has to have some type of importance. No ideas? Okay, let's take that example that you used last year when you were going to your, when they listed all those amusement parks. Okay, you might pick up a histogram and say, okay, if I'm going to Florida or if I'm going to California for a vacation, I could probably plan on about $20 or $30 per person to go to an amusement park. Okay? Because out of all the data that I collected, there's only one that is less than $10. And is that the one you're going to want to go to?
Yes.
Okay? Probably not. Because if it's less than $10, it probably means that the rides are probably like the local fair or something like that. They're probably not going to be very scary. Okay? But then you're also not going to want to go to the ones that are $60 or $70 either. Okay? Because, those are expensive. So it gives you an idea of about how much it would cost to go to an amusement park. So you can use that to give yourself an idea of some things, but it's not going to be any specifics. Okay? Does that make sense? What's due tomorrow? Math boxes. How many of you turned yours in already? Excellent. Excellent. Okay? You're ahead of the game. Check Power School. Okay, and the first quiz, hang on, we got like 3 minutes, so just chill. The first quiz was only worth 5 points. All right, so as we get bigger quizzes, that 5-point quiz is kind of going to get drowned out. All right, so it might not look the best right now if you didn't do well, but you can easily get that back up.